Hello guys and welcome to Cranwrinkle Station. You're listening to me, Mark. How you doing? This is the episode is our usual what is it now edition. This is I've had one of these before, which we'll go into detail a little bit later. But yeah, this is another one. So without further ado, let's bring it in and we'll have a little chat about it. There it is. You guys all know that as the Class 52 Western. This particular one that you're looking at is the Western Courier, serial number D1062. Okay, let's make a little chat about, let's do a brief history of the locomotive. This is the Class 52. There were 74 of these built. They were built from 1961 to 1964, and they were known as Westerns, hence the Western as you see on the name badge. They had nicknames, Wizzos, Thousands, that was their nicknames. The last 52s carried on all their services until they were finally withdrawn in 1977. There were 7 of them preserved and the rest of them were scrapped, which is quite sad. These were powered by 2 Maybach MD655 diesels, V12s, giving them the maximum horsepower of around 2,000. They could go up to about 90 miles an hour, which was quite good. They were of the hydraulic electric variant. It's very similar to the Class 35s, the Hymex, with a similar engineering design. I'm just going right, but that's about it really, which is quite, they weren't in service for very long, which is quite sad considering what the design, maybe they had high maintenance issues, that sort of thing, I'm not sure, but because of the nature of the hydraulic, the gearing and that sort of thing on them. But there you are. The one you're looking at is the Western Courier. She was built in 1963 at the BR Crew Works, where she was built. The actual edition of these locos themselves were 68 feet long, 108 tons in weight, and what the Western Courier that you're looking at here is 61 years old. And as I say, it is one of the 7 survivors, which is quite nice to know. She accrued 1,096,000 miles before she was withdrawn in 1974, which was just 11 years, which isn't long in the bigger picture of it. But because she was due to be preserved, she was sort of then moved, she was moved around and she was bought by another company. And I'm just going through paperwork again, guys. Yeah, and in 1977 was where she really started a preservation period where she was being looked after and being done. And she went into that preservation, and she then was moved to different heritage lines to do work. And she did various shows, and she did one that was at the time really well known. She was actually out there with some more of her stablemates of the few remaining survivors. In 1998, she had to have a 10-year major overhaul because of her age. And in 2003 was when they first fired up most of the engines after they'd all been restored and fixed and preserved in bits and pieces. And then she was actually returned to the traffic out there in 2008, which was bang on up to the 10 years period of getting her completely restored and overhauled. And she's still out there, guys, to this day. So you will find her out and about there on different places. Maybe you got to hunt, but yeah, she's still around, which is great. Like I said earlier, which is a rarity for one of my locos, because they're nearly all scrapped generically. So what can you say? What a career! What a brilliant locomotive to still be surviving to this day. The one that you're looking at is actually a Hornby. They were introduced from 1979 to 1982. This one possibly, because I've looked variations of it up, and this one is in the bang period of 1980 to 1981, making it either 44 years old or 43 years old. They're powered by the Ringfield motor, the usual thing, only one bogie end, so she's only powered by 2 wheels, but it's not bad, it pulls, it's not bad, because it's very similar to like your Limas, which we'll go into shortly. With this particular model, if I point with my fingers, you got where the cab detail, it has metal ends, they've got metal, and the same on the rear, metal, to give it that little bit more weight. We've got small weight in the middle here. I have serviced her and gone for her and give the motor. It was in rather dirty condition, because when I got this, it was in just a crawling mode. It did only crawl along, but black carbon was the key. So I don't think she'd been serviced much before in her lifetime. So hopefully she'll have a new lease to all this, which is quite good. I had what I'll do now, guys. We'll let her just go up to. I'll just move the camera a little bit so you can see. I've got my battery here, so we'll power her up and let her go, and you see what I mean. She's not bad. We'll go right up the end. It's only a bit straight, and bring her back. Superb. Now I'll try and move you a bit nearer, see if that makes any difference. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll put you there, and we'll do one more run, and then I'll talk about the Lima one I had. Right, let's see if she moves. Whoop, wrong way. That's me all over. Ready, guys? Here we go. Bring it back. Okay, that'll do it there, I think. Yep, nice one. So this one is in a tidy condition. Body wise, when I got it, pretty good, as you can see. We will move the camera around in a second so you can see from different angles what she's like. But what I had previously, as I say, this one is the Western Courier. I bought this Lima one, which was the desert sort of sandy colour Western Enterprise, and it was a terrible model. It was terrible. I think maybe I can't completely blame the model, but its chassis was broken in many places. I did try to glue it the best I could, but with limited parts and bits, it was terrible. So I had to move that on for spares and repair. So it might have been repaired by somebody who had bought it, or they used it for bits. I don't know. But this one just seems to be that little bit better. A sort of bit better loco. Let's move it back so at least I can try and maybe pick it up and then put it up to show you. And pick it up, yeah. Although detail wise, I like this bit under the front. So when it's there, that sort of sits like that, which is really cool. You can see the metal. It's quite crude, but functional. It's all right. The name badge is all really good on it. We'll move it along. I don't know what that badge is on there. If you guys know what that means, let me know. It's got the little metal on the front, little handrails. I don't know if that's from factory or not, I'm not sure. We'll move it around this way. Yeah, it's really, in general, it is a really tidy model, this. For something that's 40 odd years old, it doesn't look like it's had a hard life. All the top, limited detail. As you know, guys, these are all just plastic moulds. Fans but yeah, it's okay. Underneath is the usual. There's your bogey wheel, your normal front one. Well, that's the power motor, as you can see. There's the Ringfield cogs, which I've done, and there's your normal pickup bogey. It's okay. As I say, there's the name underneath. Might about to see it. Let's see if I can get there. I mean, look at that. Look, rare now these days, guys. Built in Britain. Hornby. Yeah. Really it's a shock that is, isn't it, these days? So yeah, an early variant built here. As I say, and it runs pretty good, really. Right, let's do the ready, and we'll do one. Let it go off and come back, and then hang on. Oh, I haven't got it. Look at that. Look, does help if I put it on the track, doesn't it? Eh? And bring it back. There we go, guys. As I say, this is just a video of what it is now, the Class 52, and this particular variant, which is your Hornby Class 52 Western Courier with a bit of history. So if you like the video, please do leave me a like and a thumbs up. We're really nice. And if you want to see more of my content, this sort of thing, I'll be really grateful, and do then subscribe and shoot the bell if you'd like to see some more. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon. Take care. See you again. Bye.